Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. I warmly welcome to entire Sangat in today's topic. Every week we are trying to understand Gurbani in English on different topics. Topic for this week is gratefulness. A grateful person. What Gurbani teaches us about gratefulness, and last week we tried to understand about ungratefulness as well. So how can we overcome from ungratefulness to gratefulness? That we will try to understand in today's topic under the light of Gurbani, how Guru Granth Sahib Ji and Gurbani teaches us about this topic. So gratefulness is very important. And how it starts, the basic is gratitude is a positive emotion. If we are talking to someone, if we are saying we are thankful, which means we are showing the gratitude. So gratitude is a seed if we want a fruit of gratefulness. Gratitude is a seed. Until unless we are not thankful to our parents, to our family members, for any social thing, we can say. Highest virtue of gratefulness or being a grateful person is different, but we will start from the roots, from the scratch. Because until unless we are not showing our gratitude to our family, so then we need to think about it. In daily routine, it's just a daily example. A mother cooks food for entire family. Everyone just enjoys. Try someday if a son goes to his mother and may give a hug. Mom, you made very delicious food. I just loved it. Thank you so much. It's possible the mother may start glowing. It's possible. Show it's not like this that you need to show your gratitude to just unknown people or to your friends. I would say charity begins at home. Start saying thanks to your mom, to your mother, to your father for helping you in your in and outs. It's a basic. And parents also can thanks to a son, to their daughter, being an obedient child, being an helpful person, showing sympathy or any compassion. So we can start. It should be the part of our daily habits. It's not like we have to, it should come automatically as fragrance falls from a flower. So this is a positive emotion, and showing your complaint, it's a negative emotion. And about this, Robert also says gratitude blocks toxic emotions such as envy, resentment, regrets, depressions, which can destroy our happiness. Because whatever we are doing in the daily life, our motive is happiness. We want to live a happy life with the family, in the society, even on the spiritual path. Spiritual path also we will just discuss, but we will start from scratch from the family. Are we able to say thanks to our family members, those who are helping us every day? So it's just a point of view. There are two ways to see anything. We can say what is good in this and what is bad in it. A topic for today, I would like to start with a small story so that we can connect our today's talk with the story, or it will be very helpful to understand our today's topic. Once upon a time, two sages went to pilgrim trip. So they gave many religious lectures, katha pravachans. So they spent a lot of time in other people, guided them towards God, spread the message of Almighty. So after a pilgrim trip, the moment they came back, so they were poor, they did not have a good house, They were just living in a hut, a kutia, a hut. The moment both came back, what they saw, there was storm came in the same area. There they used to stay. Because of storm and darkness and other things, what happened? Half of their hut has blown away. It was just 50% was hut left there. There was no roof on the hut. There were just little bit things were there. So one of that sage started talking to God. What he was saying, he was talking to God and saying, God, we went to pilgrim trip. We gave many religious lectures to everyone, and you were even not able to save our hut. We can see there are many houses next to our hut. All are safe and they don't pray even. And we are so religious people. We are praying to you. We are helping other people to remember the name of Almighty. Still, you did not save even our hut. Half of our hut has blown away. There is no roof. How will we sleep now? One sage was talking in this tone to God. Another was also talking. What he was saying, oh my Lord, oh my God, I can see and I can feel, I understand from the situation, there was a storm, there was darkness. But still, half of my hut is here. Definitely you were the one who saved it. Otherwise, it was not possible. Something or any of the things should available of that hut. I'm sure, God, it was not possible, but you are the one who saved our half of our hut. Otherwise, a storm was so hard, so strong. Thank you so much for saving our hut. So this is how both were talking to God. Then they fall asleep. And the first was just complaining because it was a little bit raining. So one was complaining, we cannot sleep well. It's raining. So it's so hard. God, what are you doing to your people? Another one was also still talking. And he was saying, thank you so much, Lord. Rain is so beautiful. I'm loving it. I can see the stars this night. Earlier, we used to sleep in a hut and we never saw the beauty of this universe. Thank you so much, my Lord. Today I can see full moon. I can see the beauty of stars. Wow, what a beautiful universe. What a beautiful sky. Thank you so much. And in the morning, first one was so happy and second was just completely upset. Situation was same. How we handle with that will make the difference actually. Both slept in a hut and there was no roof. But one was able to find goodness, another was able to find what are the flaws in that. So this is how we spend our life. We can say what is there or we can find what is not there. And we need to remember, perfect is only God. Complete is only God. No one is complete. Everyone have flaws. So we need to think, how can we count our things that we are blessed with? The basic thing that we will start, जिन किया माटी ते रतन, गर्भ में है राखिया जिन कर जतन. जिन किया माटी ते रतन. Mati means dust, mitti, dust. Ratan means jewel, like a diamond. Our body made from dust. See what kind of transition is there? Mati ka putra kaise nachata hai? We are dancing, we are speaking, and it's the transition of a dust. What God did with the dust, He made us. God made us. So this is also a blessing. As we are human, this is also a blessing if we can start counting it. We can see many animals there, many birds there. At least we are human. We can be thankful for this. And garab meh rakhya jin kar jatan. Garab meh rakhya. In the pregnancy time, at the time of pregnancy, who saved us? Who provided us food? Who provided us water, air? How did we take oxygen? Even we were not able to think. We don't know what happened at that time, but we know almost 9 months, God was the one who was taking care about us. So from this dust, this body has came. This diamond has came. We can show our gratitude. We can say, yes, I got a body. Pran, mantan, ji data, byant agam aparo. Pran, and not only body he gave, every time we are breathing, it's by the grace of God. At the time of Corona, we saw the one who was facing these kind of problems in oxygen. They went to hospital, they paid huge amount to get oxygen. And did we ever, thanks to God, we are getting oxygen free of cost from our childhood, even not from childhood, from the time we were in womb, at the time of the pregnancy, like we were in the stomach, from that time we are getting oxygen free of cost. If we'll start counting, now it's just a way to think how we think. We can find what are the flows, and it's 100% true. No one got everything. Someone may have health, but other may have wealth. Someone may have beautiful family, or other may be an intelligent person. Someone may have a good job, another may have good reputation. Someone may have a lot of money and big cars and bungalows, but someone may have an obedient child. This is also a dat. Okay. Pran mantan ji data byant agam aparo. Now we are trying to understand about the grace of God. Gratitude, where we can show our gratitude and we can be a grateful person. Pran, man, tan, ji data. Byant agam aparo, this body, our mind, our thinking, our heart, and the breathe, everything we are doing because we are able to breathe. If we cannot breathe in few minutes, we can die. So firstly, we should be thankful we are getting breathe. God is giving us. Actually, we don't take breath. We must never say, I am taking a breath. He is giving breaths actually. He is giving us oxygen. We are not taking it. The moment he stops, then we cannot take it. Even doctors can't provide oxygen if he don't wants, because it's by his grace we are taking it. So we should be thankful about it. Jeh prasad chati amrit khahe. Chati means 36 kind of delicious food. Even today's life, we can find maybe more than 3600 kind of foods. Maybe 36 kind of food we can get in at any restaurant, or in the world, maybe more than 36,000 kind of food we may find it. So it's the type we are, Guruji is telling us it, which means Chatti Prakar Amrit means delicious dishes, different kind of. It doesn't mean like exactly 36. 36 belongs to many different kind of foods we are getting. We can show our gratitude even if we are getting 3 times or 2 times meal, because many people are not getting it. They are not able to get proper food even. There are many people in the world who are begging and asking for food, still they are not able to manage it. So Guruji is telling us, Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, even if you got food, you can show your gratitude. Jeh prasad bas hai sukh mandar. Jeh prasad bas hai sukh mandar. If you are happy, if you have beautiful family, you are living in a house, this is also a blessing, because everyone don't have roof on their head. Still, there are millions of people who don't have roof on their head. still there are many people who spend their entire life, or we can say money of their entire life, just to buy roof on their head. So don't say like my roof is small, other one's roof is longer than me, his roof is more expensive than me. Think about it. There are people who fall asleep on the road. They don't have even roof. So it's on us how we look at our house. We can be happy and we can be unhappy. Normally we see animals are not much unhappy. They are always happy automatically. But man is more conscious, so he can be happy or unhappy as well. If a person have a normal house, he can be unhappy by looking at a villa that is in front of his next, or that is next to his house, or front of his house, or any other lane, or maybe in same area. He can be unhappy by feeling, God, I just have 2 BHK. I just have 2 room set, but other person have 2 bungalows. We can be unhappy, but by the same situation, we can say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Vaheguru. There are many people who are sleeping on the roads. Thank you for giving me roof. Jeh prasad sukh sej soije means happily bed. You have a good bed, cozy bed. That is also, everyone is not getting it. There are few more examples. Jeh prasad tuj sabko mane. If everyone is praising you or anyone is saying good about you, so be thankful to God, because everyone is not getting appreciation in day-to-day life. People like to criticize more than appreciate. This is a human nature actually. If you are getting some respect, be thankful, because everyone is not getting respect. Even sometimes the one who have wealth still may don't get proper respect. So if you want to show your gratitude, there are many different things. Jai prasad tera sundar roop. As you are a beautiful person, you have beauty on your face even, still you can say thanks to God. And one more deep. Now, just now we were just discussing about outer part, our body, how we looks, we can say thanks. Where we live, we can say thanks. Whatever we are eating, we can say thanks. Now, let's take a little deep dive, because Gurbani is so deep. Gurbani shows many different aspects on the same topic. We just trying to understand, but still there are many. Satgur tak liya, mohe papi padta. Now it's little deep. God is saving us from outer things and even from inside. If I am thinking something bad about someone, that is also is covered. That is also covered in a blanket kind of things in our body. If I am thinking something good or bad, other person don't know. This is also grace of God. Otherwise, researchers believe if we can read the mind of other person, from this world, friendship will be finished. Family will be finished. There would be no any single friend in this world, because every friend at some point may think something bad, may think about to harm someone, maybe even in anger. That is a different thing. But we cannot say everyone have pure feeling. According to research, they believe if anyone can read anyone's mind, there would be no any friendship. If we have a lot of friends, because they cannot read it, maybe we are angry, we are so angry, we want to abuse, but we know our words will ruin our friendship. So we are trying to be polite and saving it. But if someone or the other person can read it, then there would be difficulty. Jai Prasad tere sagal chidra take. All of our defeats, all of our demerits is covered by God. Whatever is in my mind, God knows. That also we need to remember. God knows about it. Sometimes maybe we are feeling if we can cheat other people, we can cheat God, and it's not possible actually. Kat ke antar ki janat. He knows if any dirty things are going on. If we are thinking about lust, about greed, about any other things, God knows everything actually. So these were the things where we were trying to understand about goods. There is another flip of the same coin. We were discussing about be thankful for getting goods. But if we take more deep dive in the Sikh history or in the history of religion, any religion, we can find people who were thankful to God even after getting pain. Yes. After getting a lot of things, couple of things that we just discussed. Just couple of things. It's just our homework. Later we can count how many blessings we have. We can start counting from even our body. If someone met with an accident, he need to pay a huge amount to get replacement of any of a single body part. Even one bone got broken, it costs us huge amount. So there are 206 bones in our body and a lot of other things, eyes, ears, tongue. So now we will discuss, it's also possible to be thankful to getting pain. Guru Nanak Sahib Ji is saying from the Bani Japji Sahib, Ketya dukh pukh sadmar epe dat teri datar. This is also your grace, my God. Now we need to think about it. This is okay to say thanks if we are getting 36 prakar ka bhojan. If we are getting delicious food, it's little easy to say thanks. But if we did not get food, still we can say thanks. Then we need to think about it. But Guru Nanak Sahib Ji is saying, Ketya dukh pukh sadmar epe dat teri datar. I can see many people in depression, in problem, in the one who is not able to get food even. That is also your grace. Why did Guruji said grace to it? Because sometimes in a lot of luxury life, in so much happiness, in our comfort zone, we forget about God. We don't have time then to say thanks even. But if we get a little pain, the same way we started saying, oh my Lord, please save me. As there is a Hindi share, कौन कहता है खुदा नजर नहीं आता. The Hindi share I heard somewhere. कौन कहता है खुदा नजर नहीं आता. Who says we can't see God? एक वही तो नजर आता है जब कोई नजर नहीं आता. We just see God when anyone else is not there. If we lose hope from all of our friends and family, then we are able to see God actually. Then we say, God, you are the one who can save my life. Oh my Lord, you are the one who can save the life of my family. You are the one who can save my wife's life or my son's life. The moment we lose hope from everyone else, then we are able to see God in the another way. We know, yes, you are the one who can save. So Guruji is saying, if we can remember God, and it's not just for saying, actually it's part of our history. Guru Arjun Sahib Maharaj, 5th Guru of Sikhism, he sat on a hot pan and a lot of fire was burning under that pan and Guruji was sitting on it. And after that, did Guruji complain? What Guruji said, it's really amazing. It stunned everyone. Guruji said, Sevak ki odak nibhi preet, which means Guru Arjan Sahib Ji said, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Vaheguru Ji. Even after sitting on this hot pan on fire, still I was able to remember you. Still, my faith did not fall down. Did not fall down even after sitting on hot pan. After getting huge pain, still he said, Sevak ki odak nibhi preet. My love for you did not got less. Still, it was going up and up. It was not decreasing. So this is what I wanted to say. Because what happens if we are getting goods, we can be thankful. We started from there. It's just one by one we are trying to go ahead, because the final destination is to be one with God. So these are the steps. These steps are also needed. We have to be thankful in goods as well, but highest virtue is if we can be thankful in pain as well. And this is what in Sikh history as well we can find it. Guru Arjan Sahib Ji was sitting on the hot pan. Still, he said, Sevak ki odak nibhi preet tera kiya meetha laga. Whatever you did, whatever is happening, that feels so sweet to me. We have to think about it. We are sitting under air conditions, air cons. It's so cool. Still, we are filled with so much anger. We are hot. Even after sitting under air con, maybe temperature is 17, 18 or 19, under this cool environment, under this cool climate, still we are hot. We are filled with anger. We are filled with lust. And Guru Arjan Sahib Ji, who was sitting on actually fire, he was so cool and calm. Isn't it amazing? Still he said, Tera kiya meetha laga. I am so thankful to you. It seems so sweet to me. Harak sog doy samkar jane, gur par sadi sabad udre. Now, most of times we just say, Uti Guruji son. He was Guru Arjan Sahib, so he was able to do it. It's not for us. We cannot do it. Normally we say like this. I heard from many people, many Sangat members who says like, that was Guru Arjan Sahib. He was Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He could do it, but we are just normal person. But in history, we can find a lot of things that happens that even normal person, to whom we call normal, actually they were not all normal, we can say. They were all special. It was the time when small children, maybe few months or year, the enemies used to cut into many parts, made a necklace and put around the neck of the mothers. This is what happened a time. It was the time. And whenever we read that part of history, everyone just got dumbfounded. After wearing necklace of body part of their own son, at the time of evening, those mothers did Rahras Sahib and they did Ardas prayer. What they said, these last 12 hours spent so peacefully. Thank you so much. And we pray next 12 hours also we can spend so peacefully. After wearing the necklace of their own son, it's not a small thing. Even if we get a news, if a mother or any parent get news like his son, daughter is no more, it's so hard to listen it. But these were the moms, these were the mothers, after wearing this, still they were able to say, thank you God, more worst can happen. We are at least alive, or our husband is alive, or other family members are alive. Still we are breathing. We are thankful to you. And it's not an easy task. This is the highest stage we are saying. Harak sog doy samkar jane, gur par sadi sabad udra. Harak and sog. Sog harak doy samkar jane. Happiness and sadness both look same. And this is how actually gur par sadi sabad udra. Udra, by the grace of Guru, by the grace of this Shabad, we can go ahead. So these were the things that we need to think about. So starts from now onwards, from the goods. I'm not saying like about pain. Now we are not getting that kind of pains as well. These kind of cruel things are not happening in any religion, or at least in Sikhism, or at least wherever we are living. So we need to find few things. So if we want to check ourselves, Ehoman RC koi gurmukh dekha. We are the one who can see where are we. So there are few points that we try to understand. So if we are actually thankful So how can we check our heart or mind, or just check ourselves, where are we, so we can find it out? Being thankful for your health, thanking someone for the positive influence they have in your life. If we can show any gratitude to someone, start from family, friends, who from we can count even small things, and the final destination is being thankful to Lord, to God, who gave you everything, friends, family, and entire things. If we have the feeling of thankfulness, so which means we are going on the right path. If still we have a lot of complaints, we need to work actually, so that we can find happiness, because by the same thing we can find happiness as well, and we can find some problems as well. And there are some questions that we can ask from ourselves. Do we have something for that we can say thanks to Lord? We need to think, do we have any other kind of things that others don't have but I have? For example, I can see my Lord, but there are many people who are blind. Thank you. There are many people who can't speak. Thank you, Lord. I can see many people who cannot walk on their legs. Thank you, Lord. I have beautiful legs and strong legs. I can walk. So these kind of things that we need to think. And are we appreciating to other people and to Lord as we are getting older? Because the more older we are getting, which means we can say more grace. For example, if I'm 40 years old, which means till 40 years, God gave me food, family, friends, and I'm alive. This is the greatest blessing we can say. If someone will put a gun on our head, we will able to give everything for the sake of life, because at the end of the time we want to live. This is the most important thing that we want. So these questions we can ask: do we have something? Can we write something? What kind of goodness we have? How we can count those things? So final words for today's topic: be thankful to the person. Starts from the daily life, from your friends, family, and everyone. Be thankful from, if you learned anything from anyone. It could be maybe not rich as you are, maybe not as strong as you are, maybe not as well educated as you are, but still we can learn a lot of things from everyone. And pain in one part of body, what happens if we have pain in one part of our body? Then we don't think about anything else. For example, if I have pain in my head, so I'm just becomes like head. I'll just keep thinking about head, not about stomach, not about legs, not about hands. So this is what happens in our life. If we have one problem in our life, or if we did not get something, our complete focus on that thing only. So what happened? Let us not consume our mind with negativity. If we are just thinking, I did not get this, I did not get this, this will bring a lot of negativity in our life. And negative people, no one likes negative people actually. And because you also, or we also ruin our life as well. Thinking negative every time will not give more pleasure. Even we'll able to find flaws in good things as well. So what we need to do, let's consume our mind with positivity. What goods I have, where I can focus on the problem and deal with situation. We need to focus what are my problems and how can I solve it, and what else I can say thanks for. For example, if I don't have enough money, wealth, but at least I can say thanks to Lord because I have good health. And people are always ready to spend their entire wealth to get health. That is why we normally say health is wealth. Actually, health is more important than wealth, because we are ready to give entire our health, entire our wealth, just to be healthy. So at least if we are healthy, still this is a blessing. So we need to find things where we can show our gratitude. Stop complaining and be grateful. Complaints always separates from each other. If a wife is complaining every time to her husband, or husband is complaining every time to wife, so distance will increase on daily basis. If both can say thanks, Thanks for bringing food for me. Thanks for making delicious food for me. Thank you so much for bringing some gifts for me. Thanks for your care. Thanks for your love. Thanks for your time. And more they are thankful, more they will come close. More complaints, they will go more far. This rule applies in daily life as well as in Lord's life as well. And be thankful for goods. At least start from being thankful to Lord, whatever goods we got, and real test will come if we can say thanks in pain as well. So may God bless us all. May we don't get any kind of any pain. I wish all get a lot of happiness, lot of memories, or remember God, so we all can spend our life happily. So now it's the time to interact with you. So if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you want to share something, God gives thought to everyone. If God gave you, Vaheguruji gave you any thought, if you want to share your experience, or if you want to contribute in today's lecture in any possible way, so you all are most welcome. It always seems good because whenever it's time to talk to you, if Sangat is also responds, it feels good. So I would like to hear from all of you. And while discussing and while talking about God and Gurbani, Gurbani is like Ashin. So we have so small mind and just limited thinking and limited words. It's not actually possible to express everything, but we are all are just trying. Sikhi Sikhya Gurvichar. So whatever problems or whatever flaws were there, just those we can leave. If you like something, if you think yes it's possible, we can do it, so just accept it by grace of God. Just feel it's just Guruji's message. I'm just saying it, I'm just reading it, but messages are of Gurbani. So we all must try to work on it. Now I'm giving the option, you can unmute yourself. So I would like you, or I will appreciate if you will participate in today's lecture as well. So let's turn over the floor. Sangat, Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Hanji, any Sangat member who wants to contribute, please you can unmute yourself. Hanji Amarjit Ji. Hanji, any Sangat member who wants to contribute? Hanji Manjeet Kaur Ji. If you are facing any problem in unmuting, so then just let me know. I'll help you out. Hanji Pratap Ji, you are unmuted, but I cannot hear you. Hanji, yes. Hanji. Hanji Pratap Ji. Okay, Manjeet Ji. Hanji. If you have any questions, any doubt, any suggestions, you may share your point of view, Ji. Hanji Hardeep Ji.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh, Hardeep Ji.
Hanji Satvinder, it's a very good lecture on how we should be very grateful to the Almighty for what we have. Definitely, we have a lot. I think it's countless almost for what we have, but we take for granted that, you know, we think we just came in this world and that's it, it's ours, but we didn't realize God has given us everything. So all the tukka that you have given from Bani are very suitable for this topic. And another one part that I liked was God knows our faults. So we have our deficits, we must work on them. We should know what our wrongdoings are, we should work on them. And then you gave the example of Guru Arjan Dev Ji on the Tati Tavi. And in spite of that, Guruji's still love of God was never shaken. And it's a very good example for us. And also, Jo tu sikya, sog harak doek sam kar jane, gur prasadi sabd udre, that we need to look on pleasure and pain in our life, that it will always be there, like duk sukh sat sathana, it will always be there. So we have to be thankful to God for what we have, and what we don't have, we can work on it, or we don't need to really have everything. There's always, they say, is it you really want it or do you need it?
Yes,
See, want te jada jor pone. So it's
exactly.
yeah. So really, at the end of the day, definitely look at ourselves and thank God for everything. Thank you for your lecture. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki
Vaheguru Ji
Fateh.
ki Fateh. Thank you so much for contributing and sharing your point of view and adding some more things in it. Thank you so much, Hardeep Ji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to contribute? Hanji Jagjit Ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Master Ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh, Jagjit Ji.
This topic on being grateful, I think it is like a constant reminder for all of us, because like you rightfully put it, there are many things in life that we have taken for granted. I mean, let's not go far. We took a lot of things for granted. I mean, never did I dream that I'll never be able to board a plane for the last 2 years. So the COVID was, I don't know, in some ways, if we were to reflect, there were many things that we learned from it. And in spite of the COVID, then we also need to then tell ourselves, what is it that we're grateful about? I mean, like you said, there are some people who are struggling. They need that oxygen, something that we took for granted. And the reality about life is that we do take things for granted. So I think what is important is of self-awareness. We, time to time, I think it's good to do this reflection. Time to time, it's always good to, you know, have this awareness that what is it that is not, perhaps what are some of your weaknesses? And if one of your weaknesses is that you just don't know how to appreciate, or you don't know how to show gratitude, then this is something you need to work towards. And like Penji Hardeep said, your example, I know that to some of us, we will feel that, which Master Ji, you yourself mentioned that, we could not be that level, Guru Arjan Dev Ji sitting on the Tatitavi, and he said, Tera panamita lagi. I know that that's perhaps something that we may have some challenge in relating, but just hearing about it, or rather knowing about it in the history of Sikhism, it really tells you a lot. There's a lot of depth in that if you were ready to comprehend and understand it. And there's this line that I always remember, Dukme Dukne Mane. So even
Jonar
when
dukh
you,
mein dukh nahi mane.
yeah, so even if you have difficulty and you need to Dukni Mania, then what is it, right? Because it would come hand in hand. So I think this thing about showing gratitude, I think it's like a practice. I mean, it will take some time, but it's never too late. Get started. Just start appreciating the little things. And I think you said it so clear. Charity begins at home. Many a times we take our family members for granted. Like you spoke about a nice cooked meal. And what he said is when you lose the person, then you say, my mother, she used to do this. So
Yes.
it's sometimes we have to lose something to appreciate it and to be grateful about. So I think today's message very clearly is it's time that we start showing gratitude. And I think once you start showing gratitude, your perspective about life changes as well, because you will learn how to appreciate many, many things in your life, just the little things, but they will mean a lot to you. And when you start appreciating little things in your life, trust me, you're going to be a happy person. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Master Ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you so much for complimenting and contributing in today's lecture. Thank you very much. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to contribute? Hanji, Jagjit Sandhu ji. Okay. Hanji Kartar ji, you are unmuted. Would you like to add something?
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Master Ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Kartar ji.
I just want to share an experience. Of course, your lecture was fantastic. Like everyone said, it's a good reminder. We take things for granted. I also took some things for granted. I had a very bad accident in 2017.
Oh,
A bone in my leg was broken into 3 parts. When I went to hospital, doctor said I will walk with a limp.
yes.
So I was upset with myself, upset with God. But then I looked at my other part of my body and I told, there are so many parts of my body that are good. It's only my leg. I just have to work towards it, be positive. Thank God for keeping me safe. My face was safe. My hands are still working. And I put all my faith in him and trust in him. At that time, Master Ji, I was also doing my diploma in social studies. And I was doing my studying on the hospital bed with that accident.
Wow.
But my faith, it turned me around. I became more closer to God. My faith became stronger. After 3 months, I recovered. And today I'm walking without a limp.
Wow.
Nobody can believe that I ever had an accident.
Wow.
So that is how strong we can be if only we can change our mindset, our perception of what we have, and be grateful for what we have, and not keep on praying for what we want. It is our wants that are making us more greedy. And today's subject is really, it reminded me of my time in 2017. It was a beautiful lecture. Yes, we have to be grateful. Don't take things for granted. Like you said, the oxygen, we are walking, we are eating, we are sleeping much, much better than so many people. So be grateful for all that. Remember, God is always there for you. And remember him always, every second, every moment, because he is there for you every time. Thank you very much, Master Ji.
Thank you so much, Kartarji, for sharing your life experience. It's really inspiration for all of us. Definitely give positive energy to everyone. How we look at things, that matters the most. But how beautifully you handled, and by the grace of God, you are walking. So really sounds really good. May Vaheguruji give you more good health. And to everyone, to the entire Sangat, thank you so much for sharing this.
And
Hanji
I
Kartar.
passed my exams too, even though I was in the
Oh,
hospital.
wow. Great, really
Yes.
great. Good to hear. Thank you so much for sharing this, Kartarji. It's really helpful for all of us, actually.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Master Ji.
Thank you, Kartarji. Hanji Gurmeet ji, would you like to add something? You are unmuted.
Okay, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Master Ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh, Gurmeet ji.
First of all, I'll be thankful that I've got the privilege and the chance, thanking God that I have the privilege of attending your lectures and being able to, be grateful that I have this chance to have some spiritual understanding, being with the Bani, getting familiar with certain concepts in Bani, which I was not even aware of. So thank you very much. I'm very grateful to you for that, giving us that privilege. So I will start with that. And,
Thank you so much.
And the second thing, adding on, I will say that I'm thankful for life at my age, at this age, and I'm already in my 60s, and I have got so much to thankful for. I really cannot measure, cannot even mention, So being able to appreciate and be thankful makes me a lighter person, like I got no board, no burden in my life. So it makes me feel that, oh, I have got so much to be thankful for. What a little bit of pain, like I got knee issues, I will just ignore because that's nothing. And I got, so much to, appreciate and be grateful for. And it overrides the little discomfort or downtime I have with life. I may have challenges, I may have a lot of issues about other things, but it doesn't matter nowadays because I feel that, what is this? So I think being grateful, it must come from you, from the heart. Because when you look at a problem, think of all the things that actually you can do to solve it. Not, oh, this is the problem, why God is giving me this problem, why this cursing and swearing at anybody else and everybody else, when you should also deal with it yourself because you only know how to do it. And being grateful, when you have a positive mindset, it will help you solve your problem. Because the moment you become negative, sab kuch galat. Jada changa kami mada lagana. Like the good things also look bad to you, So this is something I think we should, in tune ourselves with, try to get our mind into this thing. Being grateful is being grateful for everything that we have and are blessed with. Because when you look at a person, all right, okay, like I just mentioned my knee problem, right? I'm looking at people who have no legs, who are, using wheelchairs and all that. I say, I'm so grateful. I will stand. I will stand that, So it's like something you have to look at and look at the whole picture. And I think, like you said, Vaheguru has given us everything. So if we have a challenge in life, we always can take Vaheguru, our Guru, fifth Guru's words, Tera kita mitha lage. Because I think this will make us feel that if our Guru has gone through that kind of challenge, mothers have gone through the way you said, the garlands of their body parts of the child. I was in tears when you said that because I cannot imagine that, Every time I hear this story, it moves me. But how the challenge, people can go through worse things. What is our challenges in life? So I think pain and pleasure is like, like they come in partners.
Yes.
We will have pain, we will have pleasure. So let's see our pleasures as, more our pains in a more positive way and how to solve it instead of because we should be grateful that we are able to solve our issues, not be drowned by them, So that's my take on it. And thank you so much for your lecture. And this word of gratitude is a very big topic. So I think, like you say, negativity actually saps your energy. When you're negative, the energy will be gone. Positivity helps to liven you up. If this is a problem, okay, then let me look at it this way. Or maybe I get somebody help, or I'll do something. Or this, actually, I'm grateful now. Maybe this happened for a good reason. Maybe worst thing could have happened. So this is something we should look forward and, holistically, and always think that our gratitude should overcome all our hurdles. So that's my take on today's lecture. Thank you very much, Master Ji. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you so much to you, Gurmeet Ji, for sharing your point of view and expressing your way, your words and everything. But really thankful to you as well, Gurmeet Ji, for taking this initiative and complimenting and contributing in today's lecture, Gurmeet Ji. Hanji Sharlin Ji, you unmuted yourself earlier. Yes, would you like to add something, Sharlin Ji?
Yes, hello. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ka
Master
Khalsa,
Ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Ji.
I have two takeaways from your lecture. Thank you very much for sharing. It's been very insightful. The first one is about charity begins at home. I think it's a fantastic reminder that we take our family members for granted for the things that they do. So yes, it's a very good reminder to say thank you for the little things that go on day to day at home. So yes, thank you for that. And the second point I would like to make is the concept of being grateful for the problems that you have. So earlier on, you shared that Guruji was grateful, was thankful when he sat on the hot
Yes.
pan. I think this is, I mean, just trying to understand this whole concept it is really very deep, and it moved me because when we look at hardships, give me a name of a person who doesn't have hardships. Everybody has some form of difficulties that they are facing in life, may it be relationship problems, financial problems, health problems, problems at work. You know, if you're
Yes.
studying, you have some study problem. Yeah, so there are like so many difficulties. So my takeaway is that so when we are faced with such difficulties, we should take a step back and try to understand like what's going on and actually what we can learn from the situation and what we need to improve ourselves in order to overcome the difficulties that we are facing. And in doing so, we can then share our journey with others around us and encourage other people who may be going through similar difficulties as well. But I must say it is never easy. Of course, when when you're up against a challenge, it is never easy. It is difficult. So I think the whole concept of being positive, being grateful, will help us overcome the challenge that we are facing. So yeah, so that is my small takeaway, and thank you so much. Thank you. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you so much for sharing your point of view and sharing your takeaways. Thank you very much for participating as well, Sharlin Ji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to contribute? Hanji, Jagjit Sandhu Ji, you also unmuted yourself.
Satvinder,
Hanji.
excellent lecture. You not only inspired so many attendees to respond, and they responded very frankly. This is very important, you know. Of course, we take gratefulness for granted very often. This is our drawback. But what is important is when we have lecturers like you expounding the message and quoting from our Guru Granth Sahib relevant portions, it really wakes everybody up. And I think you did that. Give it up. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you so much for your words, Jagjit Sandhu Ji. Thanks a lot, Ji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to contribute or wants to share his experience or point of view, Ji, all feedbacks are also most appreciated. Who wants to contribute? So you can unmute yourself, Ji. Hanji. Hanji Kuleep Ji.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki
Vaheguru Ji Ki
Fateh.
Fateh, Kuleep Ji.
Hanji. Today's lecture on gratefulness, gratitude. Yeah, sorry. Hanji. It was a very inspiring lecture. And you started off by saying that gratitude is a very powerful emotion. Yes, indeed. You know, reflecting on this word, powerful emotion, you know, which blocks toxic emotions. My word, this is just so true. What are the toxic emotions associated with not being thankful, with being negative, with being complaining, with being thankless? It's a downward spiral of emotions, you know. Not being thankful makes us angry, makes us bitter, makes us jealous, makes us depressed, make us fall down in despair. Why me? Why not others? Why am I always getting the bad end of everything? So it is really a very, very toxic emotion. And this is my main take-home message today. On the other side, the positive side of being thankful. Being thankful, feeling thankful, it arouses a different kind of feeling in us, it sort of maybe, it starts a different vibration in our brains, a different kind of positive circulation of the good hormones and the good vibes in our body. And it helps us, it gives us a strength to accept adversity. It gives us a strength to be contented. It makes us satisfied. It helps us to endure the adversities like pain and the loss and the loneliness and the lack of materialism. So it's a real powerful emotion that is very, very useful and necessary for us to understand and achieve. And yes, after hearing all these, histories of our gurus and all those sakya that you have, enlightened us with, it really is a time to make us jolt and realize that, yes, we have lots to be thankful for. We have to learn to be thankful and to accept. We always have to look at our glass as half full, not as half empty. Half empty means it's a downward spiral. Half full gives you the energy, gives you the positiveness, gives you the power to achieve and rise above your struggles. So it is indeed a very, very powerful emotion that gives you all the positivity and blocks all the toxic emotions. I think that line I will never forget today. ਤੇ ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਤੁਕ ਯਾਦ ਆ ਗਈ ਹੈਗੀ ਅਸਪਦੀ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸੁਖਮਨੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ 10 ਬਸਤ ਲੈ ਪਾਛੇ ਪਾਵੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਸਤ ਕਾਰਨ ਵਿਖੋਟ ਗਵਾਵੇ. We don't get one thing out of 10 and we are miserable, we are thankless, we are angry, we are bitter. But एक भी ना दे 10 भी हिर ले तो मुड़ा कहो कहा करे. If you don't even have that, even one positive thing in you, you don't even get one thing that you want, then what can you do? So we better be thankful for what we have. We better be thankful for whatever we are given, and don't complain that we didn't get this or we didn't get that. And I think life will be a much easier journey for all of us. Lovely lecture. It gives me very positive vibes and a lot of lessons in life. Thank you very much, Satvinder ji. Waheguru ji ka khalsa.
Waheguru ji ki fateh ji. Thank you so much for complimenting, contributing, and sharing your point of view and sharing examples from Gurbani quotation from Sukhmani Sahib ji. Thank you so much, Kuldeep ji. Hanji, any other Sangat member who wants to share or wants to add something, or if you have something in your mind that you want to express, so you may share. Okay, so now I would request you, so we all can unmute ourselves, so at least we all can say Fateh together. Thank you so much for joining, for sharing your experience and sharing your point of view. I'm thankful to the entire Sangat. So let's all say Fateh all together. Waheguru ji ka khalsa. Waheguru ji ki fateh ji. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Now that you told your